Alright boys, we got the new Banshee took apart. We took it apart because it had a crank seal leaking. RPMs got to where they was hanging. I pulled the flywheel off and it had oil running down. So we're taking it apart. It is stock, pretty much everything. Stock piston, stock bore, we done measured it. Everything looks good in it. Trans looks good. Got the man here, Mr. Beast. Randy Beast. So yeah, I mean, I've got this is from Tom, my buddy. Hooked me up with all these. Got the crank seals, full seal, head gasket, and another crank seal. Sucks to split a motor to put all that in, but it is what it is. Oh, and cylinder gaskets here. Crazy thing is just this and this and this is $95 from Partzilla. Tom hooked me up with these and the Yamabond, so that'll be everything to put it back together. There's that case saver. And we're about to clean the cases up and get all this Yamabond off of them. But no, it ain't never been open. Best we can tell, everything's stock. Stock pistons. But these Banshee motors are so simple. It took me 52 minutes to take it out. Me and Randy took it apart in about, what do you say, 20 minutes?
30 tops.
30 tops, yeah. Simple as can be. It looks like there's a lot of parts here, but there's really not. I mean, head, clutch, and you got your trans and everything, but only thing left we really got to take apart is zip this nut off to change this crank seal. Randy's cleaning her up, getting all that old junky Yamabond off. That clutch racing oil actually left a pretty good film in the motor. All the bearings roll free. Best we can tell. This one does roll a little bit easier though. Versus that one. But this one's also got a nut tightened onto it.
Distance.
Alright, get you a brush when you're sealing your cases back up. Randy kind of turned me on to this. I always use my finger, and we've seen other people do it. You can brush your case once you get your Yamabond on it, and it makes everything. So turn around here and look. Brush it right up next to your crank seals. See how much better that looks, and you get it all even and squared up on everything. Of course, you're always going to get a little in the motor, just like Randy said a while ago. You wind up a little more than you always need.
Alright, show them on this one over here.
Alright, here we go. Look at and over, Randy, while I'm doing this one. Make sure everything looks good on it.
Yeah, a little thin back there in the back.
Alright, you just keep a mental note and we'll go back over it real fast. See, don't that look so much better? You ain't getting that piss all over your fingers. Plus, it gets just on there really, really even. That way to ensure it gets a good seal. We started to put it back together and put the cases together, and Randy looked at me and said, "Don't you think we're gonna put some glue on here?" I said, "Yep." Me and Mad put that together and forgot about it, wasn't it? Yeah, it's all part of it. Randy's the man, if y'all don't know. He knows more about these banshees than me. I know a good bit about them, but there's always better to have 4 eyes looking at one of these when you take them apart versus 2. So if you always got a buddy to help you.
He got 8.
Yeah, and I got 8. Oh, he's being mean, ain't he? Because he got glasses. Oh, Tanner, what the crap?
Unfortunately.
Oh, I'd be all right. That just means you can see better than both of us, what that means.
That's why you made me cameraman, huh?
Yeah, that's why I made you cameraman.
Get your good side.
I get tired of being a cameraman, you know, just to be honest. I do it all the time. Yeah, the funny things, when people watch the videos and they see me riding, they're like, "Put a freaking helmet on." I'm like, "Mofo, do you not think the camera's on the helmet?"
Yeah, I'm holding it in one hand.
Holding it with one hand and riding this Mr. Nasty. Riding around with 98 horsepower, holding the camera. Come on, y'all. Y'all know better than that.
You trust that much horsepower with one hand?
Only when I'm showing them the power of it, how it rides wheelie in 4th and 5th. But other than that, no. That sun gun makes me nervous a lot. You don't see it in a lot of the videos, but it does make me a little nervous. I think it's more along the lines of I'm scared when it's going to sling apart, you know, because it's running so hard.
Yeah.
But I don't know. All right, Randy, come check this one out and see if you think I missed anything. I think we're good. We don't need to seal up here.
We'll put something on it. You don't have to do it, but we'll put something on it.
Just to be doing it. And yes, this might be wrong, but you know what? We got a whole brand new tube of Gamma Bond, so let's use it. It ain't gonna hurt a dumb thing. But look how much better that looks. See how now when you put this thing together, it's gonna seal everywhere. Shouldn't have to worry about no dang air leak. And if you don't know, this is a crucial step in making one of these Banshees run good. Crank seals and sealing the case. You do not want an air leak on a 2-stroke. That's why I've got it apart right now. Crank seal was leaking. All right, Randy, check that one.
I fixed this one already.
All right. So this one's good? Well, it looks good, don't it? Got it all butted up. Got our 3 circlips in. No play in the rods, which this freaking Fuller's brand new, y'all. I mean, you got this side to side, which most of y'all know that crap. Just none up and down. And we're going to reassemble it. They're simple though. 52 minutes, take it out. Me and Randy had it apart 20-25 minutes.
Took 4 hours to put back together.
All right, we got it back together. Randy did a quick deglaze on the cylinders, put it back together. I mean, that's pretty much it. Took us 20 minutes to take it apart, I guess, and what, 2 hours to put it back together?
Something like that.
About something like that. We did have one thing that we called Kane Power Sports about, and if you don't know who that is, look him up. They build awesome Banshees, and give him some business because he helped us out this morning. When we pulled the cylinders off, the crank lobe was closer to this side of the case than this side. So we haven't really never seen one like that. Randy said he's seen a couple like that, but this one seemed a little bit more. So I called him, and he pretty much told me that's because this nut on the primary has the C-clip over here, and not to worry about it. I also called a Yamaha shop before him, and he said as long as you got the pins in the case on the crank, ride it. If it ain't have no issues, ride the dang thing. So that's what we did. We put her back together, and she's pretty much ready to go. We just got to put the flywheel and the key back on, and the stator, which I'm fishing through here now. So there you go. I mean, there's not a whole lot to them, but it's always better to have 4 eyes with you. Oh, my bad, 2 eyes. No, but we got her. I'll get her back in a fuller, and we'll see how she runs. I didn't put no cylinder on these. Me and Randy never does unless you're having issues. That way, if you ever have to take them apart, you can always reuse them gaskets. There's nothing wrong with reusing gaskets like this as long as they're not ripped. Y'all should already know that, and I'm sure there's going to be somebody hating on it saying you're an idiot for not doing that. But, you know, to each their own. And ain't no crybabies on this channel unless you're one. And man, remember Randy, this is what he traded his Banshee for. Actually sold both his Banshees to go to side-by-side. Said he was tired of working on freaking junk. And of course, well, you know, we're still working on junk. It's just mine now when it comes to Banshees. But yeah, that's a good looking ride. He's got a tip on it. It ain't an exhaust. Darn thing sounds good. He's done got A-arms on it. So it's a Super ATV. Rev that thing up. Shoot, that sounds good.